We just got done playing some Archaludon, and I'm not going to lie, this deck feels amazing. I love it. It's got the Carmine for going first. It's a going first deck because all you got to do is get some Duraludons down, get some energy in the discard pile. Boom, bada bing, next turn. Look how efficient Ultra Ball is. It can discard your metals and find your Duraludon, and then you can accelerate to yourself with Assemble Alloy. That's crazy. Deck is great into Raging Bolt with Owls because you have Watchtower, 3 of them, and then you've got 3 Rockets Venture Bombs, which fixes your math against Raging Bolt. Guess what? If you lose the Venture Bomb, if you get it wrong, Munkidori. Love to see that. And that's enough because it puts 20 on yourself. Then you can Munkidori it to the Raging Bolt. Boom, take the knockout on the Raging Bolt. Honestly, Iron Bundle, I've always loved this card. I always loved the concept of it. But a lot of times I'll use it and I'll be like, this deck just is terrible I mean, it doesn't make the deck terrible. But it's like, I'm just like, don't ever see why I would want Iron Bundle over literally anything else, even though it's such a cool concept. But in this deck, it works out really nicely. In this deck, sometimes you're like, oh, I love to see the Iron Bundle. So that's always cool. Turo, one of my favorite cards because it feels so impactful and so fun. It's great in this deck. I don't remember if it comes up in the games that we played. Obviously for Earthen Vessel. And yeah, enjoy it. We're going to get right into it. We got Slunky Mori in the active, and we're playing against Team Rocket. Honestly, probably an excellent matchup for us. Not that we need one. I do like this deck a lot broadly in general. But yeah, here in this spot, I don't see any reason not to just hold the hand. We don't have to Squawkabilly here. I can just get the Duraludon down pretty safely. There's no chance of them popping off with the Duraludon attack, with the Duraludon knockout next turn. Is there ever a reason to Watchtower? I think it's probably always better to bump their own Team Rocket's factory, basically. Because I'm trying to think of a colorless ability that'll be impactful for them. I don't think there is one. So next turn, we're looking pretty good. Unfortunately, it will be hard to find a way to get the Munkidori out of the active spot. So that is a bit troublesome. But other than that, we're good to go. The one thing this deck has going against it is I've noticed that the way to get... Yeah, that's good. So I'm glad that I saved the Watchtower to eliminate their factory. One thing that's a problem is this... Oh my god, the Brilliant Blender. What in God's name are you putting in Brilliant Blender? We're putting Grass Energy? Are we just thinning the deck out of cards that we're not going to need? Like, what other than Grass Energy? Oh my... So we could have Watchtower because they're a fan call deck. What the hell? They got rid of 4 protons. Why? Fan Rotom. Okay, so this is not a... Okay, so I thought... I don't know what this is. Oh, it's Porygon. Interesting. How crazy is it that I... Oh, no, but they would have had the factory anyway there. So it's all good. Wow, crazy. Okay, they're playing Porygon. Did not expect that whatsoever. I thought they're playing Mewtwo Spidops. So, okay. Interesting. They could attach Assault Landing. Ooh, new energy. Oh, no, it's reversal. Why did that look so exciting? Did they change that? I thought it was going to be like the new Ignition energy because of the new animation. But it was probably just like because of the update, right? I guess when you attach special energy because of the update, it does a little... So it is what it is. I guess sometimes here I'm Earth... Yeah, that's nice. I guess sometimes here I'm Earthen Vesseling away just to get the Archaludon involved and stuff like that. That way I can ping for 30 and retreat. That's decent value. And then, unfortunately, though... Yeah, I can't get Turo. So that's fine. We'll go ahead and... We're going to research away anyway. So I will... I think I just want to get the 1. Because I'd rather not have that excessive energy in the discard. I don't think... unless I'm... Nah, I really would rather draw into the energy sometimes. So I'm going to just do this. Bada bing. Now, there's a couple ways I can go about this. The Mimikyu is probably always going to stay, and he's the easiest to take out. So let's go ahead and just focus that down for some free prizes. Then I am going to, of course, Archaludon and accelerate energy to myself. Self being the Archaludon. Now, when I research here, maybe there is a world where I decide to sacrifice the Slunky Mori. This is rough. Because it's like... I think I always hold on to the Pokégear here for next turn. Venture Bomb, maybe pointless. I think I do want to save this guy. Yeah, I'm just going to retreat. That's fine. And then I am giving them the opportunity to swing damage into my Archaludon, but I just don't think that's the biggest issue at all. And I just have a free way to take an eventual knockout. The only thing is, like, do I ever Duraludon here just to have the option to Archaludon later? And maybe. I also already have damage in play, so the value of a Venture Bomb is less. So I think I can get rid of these two and be okay with it. Maybe the Watchtower. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That way I can bench another Duraludon. Oh, I also have the option to... Oh, no. That's not relevant. I was going to say it might be a thing for me to Iron Bundle, but it's not. And then, yeah, then I think I just hold. Yeah, we hold. So we're happy to see that. Maybe I didn't even need the other Venture Bomb. What did I discard with Ultra Ball? Let's go back and look. Because I just like Venture Bomb so much. But we could have probably done Venture Bomb, and kept the Watchtower. Because maybe the Watchtower is more likely to get value. A case in point. By bumping their factory. But I don't know. Because maybe there's a world where we get another Munkidori, but we don't have damage. It's just, we're probably not going to be at a shortage of damage. See, now we just have the extra chance to, like, potentially accelerate energy to Munkidori here. And, you know, use Duraludon's acceleration to be able to buy us basically the free kill. The free 2 kills, essentially, right? And that's nice. If we take a 2-prize turn, that'd be pretty good. But if we could take it at any point, that'd be good. So I'm not pressed. As long as Munkidori doesn't die, it's cool. And even if he does die, it's probably fine. So... yeah, we'll just see. It depends. Our best play is going to depend on what we Pokégear here. So let's go ahead and see what happens. We top deck Night Stretcher. Now we have 2 Night Stretchers. So we could... I think we always just attack. All right. If we get Pokégear here and it's a draw supporter... right? Then maybe I bank on finding another Duraludon. But then I get rid of my... I just don't feel like I need to. Let's not do that. That's too risky for no reason. So I'll go ahead and probably not be afraid of the knockout. I'll just kill the Fan Rotom. I should have... I was right to realize that the better play was to get rid of the Venture Bomb in this spot. It was unnecessary. Because I could have just kept the factory. I mean, not the factory. I could have just kept the Watchtower, which would have been better. So I think we're supposed to bump the Watchtower there. Let's see. You can discard 2 cards from your hand, and then you can draw a card. 1 card. Discard 2, draw 1 is crazy. This deck does 20 damage for each supporter. Team Rocket. How much damage are we doing? 1, 2. Okay, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's why they Brilliant Blended, though. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I only do 140. They're not likely to get to a knock. Yeah, they're not going to knock me out this turn. How are they going to do that? Couple reconstitutes. It does 180. Yeah, they can't get there. I don't think. Strike the Sleeper. That's interesting. Now that's a big threat. So now that's kind of a big threat on my... Oh, we're going to kill my Munkidori. Okay. We could still... make the play and take the 2-prize knockout. So fair enough. He takes the Munkidori. It is what it is. I could see that potentially truly being his best play. But now if I get rid of that as an option for him, he's kind of cooked. And we still have damage on our Archaludon because he swung into me with Fan Rotom. I don't blame him for doing it, but we could just Stretcher here and be in a pretty good spot. Because we're going to Stretcher for the Munkidori and the Darkness Energy. And then we'll still have, how many Stretchers? Maybe 1 to play with, so we'll probably be fine. It's probably no biggie. Of course, we do have the option to not Stretcher, but we'll see. So we're going to go ahead and play our turn. We have a Pal Pad. What do we got? Do I want to boss something that's like, do I ever want to, I don't think I'm pressed to. I just don't think it matters, like, at all. I also don't think I need to play the Pal Pad, but do I ever want to see Nah, because I might need that Pal Pad later to keep hot. So I think here I'm just gonna, because Turo is useful in this deck, especially because there's actually no switch and there's a lot of like liabilities for getting trapped. And then I'll go ahead and just bada bing. I'm gonna make this simple 2-prize play here, and then I just go here. Yeah, well, I'm definitely gonna do this. I haven't decided 100% if I'm playing the Ultra Ball or not. So that's one thing I was thinking. But let's see what we get off the prizes. Iono, cool. We're probably gonna love to see Iono. I mean, I don't mind Iono here, to be honest with you. I mean, these are decent cards I'm looking at, but nothing too crazy, nothing too spectacular or monumental. The Ultra Ball is good though, because if for some reason they find the knockout on the Duraludon, I could just bring him to 5. I could bring him to 5. I don't mind that. Like Ionoing them to 5 is probably cool here. And then I don't have energy in the discard. Ultra Ball. I like Ultra Ball. Pokégear gives me some. Is it crazy, guys, to just they do have a lot of cards in the end. But then this makes me want to do a. This makes me want to Ultra Ball. Yeah, I'll get rid of these. I don't think I'll ever regret venture bombing here. And then honestly, I don't really need a lot. Another Munkidori potentially, an Iron Bundle potentially. I could snipe something that's not. It's probably worse for them if I do Iron Bundle here, but it's not one of those where like that's my highest impact play. Like I might have a higher impact play in just benching into the Duraludon. You feel me? So that's chill. That's pretty chill. Munkidori is probably not doing anything. Like do we have more darkness? We don't. I do have a Night Stretcher. So let's probably keep the one Munkidori. I'll Duraludon here. Fine. Just because I like having access to a lot of assemble alloys. And I don't think the other Pokemon are really going to be much of a factor this game. If I had Turo, I'd probably save the Pal Pad, because you never know. The one of Turo could be super important. So here I'll Iono just because it makes sense. And then I'll save the Nest Ball. I don't want to evolve into Archaludon. I'm going to go ahead and just Metal Defender 220. So now I'm looking pretty good on prizes. And we'll see what they find. If they find the knockout, cool. If they don't, cool. I didn't check for... You know what's crazy? I was just thinking about Hero's Cape. I was about to say, I didn't check for the deck for Hero's Cape specifically as I was looking through. But it'd be cool if we drew it off the prize. And we do. We always draw it. I always have it. I have perfect luck. So our command, this attack does 20 damage for each support. Oh, so it's the same attack, but 3 energy. God, this deck is just bad, I think. Like, I hate for my Archaludon debut video to be against something that's just so not good. Yeah, I just don't think that the deck they're playing is good. Let's see, what do they got? 16. No, that's not even 16. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they're doing 200 damage. Okay, 200 damage with a single prize are not the worst. They do have some Team Rocket flexibility. They have a lot of good cards. But they're not going for the Archer. I wonder why. Why would they not Archer me there? And Archer's probably not... Yeah, Archer is the correct name. Yeah, why would they not Archer? I don't agree with that. Like, one of the better things they could do is... Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, 200, 160. The Hero's Cape's not going to be a factor here. Probably. Oh, they just got me perfect. Oh, good on them. Good on them. So now the Hero's Cape will be a factor. Because rightfully, I realized that the Hero's Cape wasn't a factor on that guy. Could be a factor on this guy. Imagine them doing just tons of 26. Yeah, we'll be fine. Hero's Cape. Archaludon. Archaludon just feels good. Like, I don't even know how good it is, but it feels good. It's pretty good in the Raging Bull. I know that because I played that a little bit with my girlfriend on real paper in real life. I don't even know if we want to give them the opportunity to like Fezandipiti. Like, we don't need the Fezandipiti here. Carmine, Venture Bomb. Venture Bomb just doesn't matter. Nest Ball. Might as well use it if we're going to Carmine. Oh my god, how many cards do I... for a second, I thought I was like running out of cards. And the Munkidori could... 2 Munkidoris, could that ever matter? 60? I do like getting rid of the one with the... Boss. Yeah, they're always going to be attacking with the relevant thing. Yeah, this is just not... It just doesn't matter. And then 3... Yeah, I actually think the best move here is to not bench anything. Unless I wanted to Iron Bundle for some reason, which I don't. Munkidori... Even Munkidori is a liability. So here, yeah, we just Carmine. I don't even know what cards I could want. Boss, Watchtower. Watchtower's good. And then we're just gonna Metal Defender take the knockout. So now they probably have to get through one. We're looking at an Iono, and we're gonna Iono them down to a very low hand, which is excellent. We do have another Dark Energy, so like, maybe Munkidori's the thing, but healing 60. Maybe healing 60 is good. You know, I don't hate the idea of healing 60. We did have the other Munkidori in deck. We could reversal energy. Yeah, at least they're good for them that their reversal energy is active. Proud of them. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever not Munkidoriing here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might make them find the Rocket's energy. Yeah, because they already have 2 down. So I am going to not boss. Obviously, I'll just Iono. So I'll probably Nest Ball, attach to Munkidori, heal some of the damage, and then take the knockout. Lana's Aid does what? They get Pokemon and basic energy to the hand. Okay, so it's kind of like a super rod, but instead of into the deck, it's into the hand. So it's a super rod for, it's like 3 Night Stretchers, basically. Yeah. Which is interesting. And then the max rod is like 5 Night Stretchers. So Lana's Aid, that's an interesting card. Don't hate to see that. What have they gotten to as far as damage goes? Some. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 260. Not the worst, you know? It's not embarrassing. 260. They're that. Oh, I guess their reversal energy is still live. I don't know why they would do that. Like, I don't know why they would ever. That just doesn't make sense. I guess it doesn't not make sense, right? I'm trying to think. Maybe they're afraid of getting pinged down by Munkidori. Yeah, just I've never bought. Like, why would I? I don't know. I think that was the most neutral play that ever happened. The only thing I could think of is like if he survived. Why would he survive? Like if they don't have the knockout, then he just can't. It just can't matter. I don't think that he's a Porygon Z instead of a Porygon 2. But I don't know for sure. I have 2 more knockouts to take. They have 2 more Porygons. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I were to Iron, but I just don't know. I don't know why they would do that. Maybe in a world where I boss up the other one, if they put like a Team Rocket's energy on it, then they want to be able to attach 1 more, and not be cooked for the fact that even then I'd be ahead of prizes. So I don't know. I guess just more HP, right? More HP is usually good. They're probably not thinking like, oh, maybe he'll Venture Bomb Munkidori. They're probably just thinking like, you know, I wonder if it would be better for them to not damage me, to just pass. I don't know. Well, we don't survive. Oh, Turo, nice. So we don't ever survive with the Munkidori play, I don't think here. So if I go Munkidori, right, and I go attach energy, now I have a new Venture Bomb target, which is kind of cool. That's just better because there's a chance, right, that I get Venture Bomb and take this guy out. So it's just always better. Now here, unfortunately, we're not at the point where we've healed. They have to take 3 prizes though, so it's all good. They can just, you know, frankly, kill my Archaludon, but they have to get the energy attachment, so I have to make them find. Like, we could always Turo here, but then I'm not taking a knockout. And so, I don't love that play, you know? I'd rather just. Let's see. The Turo gives me. That's the thing. I could potentially not find the Archaludon and then get stuck. Because the Turo gives me a lot. Because then I could just. Oh, I forgot to Iono. That's horrible. So, yeah, I didn't Iono there. That's pretty bad. At least that gives me more. Nah, it doesn't give me anything. Like, I was thinking that Ionoing there would make me less stuck. Do I see more cards? Either way, I see, and then I top deck. So, I don't know. At least it gives me boss. Like, obviously I have the Turo, but that doesn't matter. Like, if I didn't use it that turn, it doesn't matter. So it's one of those things where, yeah, if they have the Rocket's energy, which they just should, Then and I got the Giovanni. Interesting. Well, then I'm happy that I kept Turo if that's their play. But see, like, yeah, I always Iono there. I just forgot. Yeah, Iono would have been much better. Yeah, I just forgot because I was like running low on time. Now we get Archered, and that's just worse because they got to see a lot of cards we didn't. Yeah, that's good. That's very lucky. We got Archered into 3 cards and their boss and research. Love to see that and Nest Ball. I mean, we always have it then. I don't think we could possibly lose because then we can Nest Ball for Fezandipiti. We could research. It just would have been a little bit better if I didn't, you know, attack because time was running out before I Ionoed. But we're gonna be cool. It's gonna be golden brown shrimp. Interesting that the Heroes Cape math just didn't happen to work at all, especially with 2. Even with 2 Munkidoris here, but that's fine. They do take the 280. 280 it's decent to be swinging 280, I guess, eventually. This is a little bit closer than I thought it was going to be. This is one of those where technically it's a little bit... Nah, it's the same. I was going to say if I promote the Duraludon or if I promote the Munkidori. Like in my mind, it's actually a little bit better if I promote the Munkidori. But it actually doesn't matter at all. So I'll just do the Duraludon. Yeah, it's actually just couldn't matter. So anyway, Nest Ball for Fezandipiti for sure. And then naturally we'll attach energy, right? No reason not to. And then I will, of course, research before I flip the script here to see more cards. Yeah, that's it. Simple. And you know what we could have done, actually? We could have just won with boss there. I missed that. How funny is that? If we just boss his orders there, we actually just hammer in for the knockout. I missed that free win, but I caught it. So I now see the free win. We could still do it. We could Iron Bundle, you know, just for the memes. And then hammer in here. But we do, of course, have the Duraludon as well. So we'll just hammer in for the victory, for the last prize card. And it's cool. It's so crazy how the more you play with the deck, the more you find and see like put misplays and other lines and opportunity. And you're like, oh my God, like I never even thought about that. Like dude has a 30 damage attack for 1 metal. Like that wasn't even considering that as a possible thing. They're starting with the Kyurem, which leads me to believe they're probably playing Slowking. I'm like, I can't even imagine what would be playing Kyurem that's not Slowking. So that's going to be interesting. They're going first. I'd like to go first, but not the biggest deal. That's crazy. They really got Kyurem. Yeah, Poffin, that damn near confirms it, right? They're probably going for a Slowpoke. I mean, I imagine there's a 70 or HP less Slowpoke. Probably, right? Oh my God. What the hell are they playing? Oh, the Natu, I guess, accelerates the Slowpoke. So they must have a Latias, right? To get the Kyurem out of the active. Otherwise, they wouldn't have benched Ditto, right? Right? Is that meme, you know that Star Wars meme that's like, you didn't kill the younglings, right? Right? But, yeah, that format with Padme and Anakin. But what's going on? Okay, so 80 HP slow. So what is the Ditto, I wonder? Maybe just something disruptive. Like something that's a pain to have in the active, like a Mischievous or a Klefki or something like that. I don't know, we'll have to see. Maybe an Iron Thorns. Put a Pokemon in your discard pile to you. Oh, a Jet, okay. Put a Pokemon in your discard pile in your hand. Okay. I wonder if there is a 70 HP one. And they're just like, I want to play the 81. But we'll see what they start. Also, I wonder if there's anything that has value. Not going first, obviously, but with like the energy. Oh, that's right. Slow. Okay. Fair enough. Cool, so they just got 2 Slowpokes now. And I guess that's what they wanted in the active. Just a thin, I guess. I mean, it's fine. That's valid. That's reasonable. They play a lot of them. It's chill. Okay, we are losing in Archaludon, probably, which is cool. We could always research in the Squawkabilly too, but I just don't know if we need to. Doesn't seem like that pressing. We already have 2 Archaludon, like 2 Duraludons, so I'm not even like, just not pressed. Doesn't matter which one. That's the thing. Oh, we have to get energy. We have to get. I'm realizing we got to get Metal Energy in the discard pile. Like have to is like a strong word, but let's do that. I'll go ahead and research, right, to get some of that going. And then nice. We now have another one in the discard. Then we would just have to find an attachment. We could Ultra Ball the Metal Energy away and get rid of maybe a Nest Ball. I kind of like that. I don't like Squawkabilly here anymore because these cards are pretty good. And oh, you know what? Maybe I do like Squawkabilly, and that's just kind of unfortunate. Okay, so as far as what card I want here, I mean, obviously it could be another Duraludon. I don't ever hate that, but Iron Bundle doesn't matter here. I mean, I don't think, right? Like, actually, Cure him on the bench is good for us because then they can't cure him, assuming that's like the attack we don't want to see. Munkidori's probably fine. Yeah, Munkidori's probably fine. I don't hate that. As far as like things to bench, that's probably the thing. And then since we're gonna get rid of the whole hand, we might as well Nest Ball too. Do we want something though? That's the thing. Oh, we won't be bench locked, so like we could still Fez later, and we're literally discarding the hand. So, option the Iron Bundle could always be live. Maybe Munkidori again is cool. Let's see. Do we have the 2 dark? We have 1 dark. Fezandipiti. Another Duraludon is potentially useful just for more energy acceleration. I don't hate that. Relicanth, probably never gonna come up. I'm not sure what their attackers are so much. I'll get another Duraludon. I think that's could be fine, especially if we need to like if it becomes this weird thing where we need to, tell me energy. They all need to be metal, right? Like for the Duraludon proper. Let's see. Yeah, they do all have to be metal. If they didn't, I would attach Darkness from discard probably. In this spot, I might even attach to Munkidori here, but that just puts so much pressure on me to have to find it later when I'd rather them have to find the Gust, etc., etc. So I'm obviously going to Stretcher here. I do have a Darkness. I do have a Darkness in the deck, and I have a bunch of Earthen Vessels and stuff. So I think I'll just attach Metal. Now it's like, where am I going to attach it? I mean, probably active. I just don't see myself getting knocked out. If we get knocked out, fair enough. We got punished. But I just don't see it happening. And then I'll Squawk and Seize, right? It's fine. It was actually fine not to Squawk and Seize there, but why? I forgot why. Let's see. I think I was supposed to, you know what I was supposed to do, I think? I was supposed to Squawk and Seize that Metal Energy into the discard. But, yeah, just for acceleration value. That's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to Squawk and Seize that into the discard. And then I'm supposed to attach this one. You know what I mean? Like assuming I draw into it. Venture Bomb, Relicanth, I'm not benching those yet, but I don't mind hammering. I don't see how hammering in hurts in this spot. So yeah, that's chill. I'm glad that I didn't Iron Bundle, because then if they get the Kyurem, and then if that's like, it becomes easier for me to knock out the Kyurem, that becomes a problem. So it becomes one of those things where, where Kyurem can find its way if they play, I don't know if they play Pokemon Recovery, but if they do, it can find its way back into the deck, and it becomes more of a problem. So here, they are making their Slowking a very appealing target. And it just occurred to me that if I would have remained with the boss's orders, that might have been cool last turn. But I wouldn't have, I don't think I would have. Oh, did I have Night Stretcher in that hand? Because if I did, then hard to say. I need more practice with this deck. Because let's say I had Night Stretcher in the hand. No, I discarded 2 cards. I didn't have Night. I don't think I had. Okay, I drew. Okay, did I already have it? When did I play the Night Stretcher? I drew 6 cards. How am I drawing 6 cards? I'm trying to think. I don't know. Okay, so let's just move forward from this spot. We could start taking knockouts, so that's always good. We get into it easily by just we don't need to do anything. Honestly, in this spot, make it very simple. I'll go ahead and, is there a way to discard energy? Nah. I'll go ahead and Archaludon. Accelerate to my own self. Assemble Alloy, bada bing. 1 energy to itself. Manual attachment. Knockout, nice and simple. There's no gust effects here that I think will be relevant. We're not going to be able to boss. I don't want to Iono them. I don't really want to research. I'm happy with my hand. I'm just gonna go ahead and Metal Defender and take the knockout. I think they'll have to find. It's crazy how back to back we got two like janky crazy decks. I don't know how that's possible, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe Slowking has more than I think that it has. I just don't see it personally. I don't know why they wouldn't have stalled with the Slowking. Okay, they had the manual attachment, so that's why. Night Stretcher for what? Maybe another Slowking? I mean a Slowpoke, just so that they don't get completely cooked. After the Slowking gets knocked out, do they have a way? I mean, I don't know if they have. I mean, like in the deck, right? So when I ask, do they have a way to knock out my Archaludon? I'm not concerned with whether or not my Archaludon gets knocked out this turn. I'm thinking, is it even? I'm just curious. Like, is it possible for them to knock it out? Like, what Pokemon would they play where it's like, take a knockout on the Archaludon? Like, what attack could that be that they would play in the Slowking deck? I don't know. Research. That means if they get a good attacker in Academy at night, then they have it. But yeah, I just don't know. Oh, also Xatu helps because they can accelerate. They can draw more cards, has more options, more likely to be attacker plus Academy at night. Cool. They got the Academy at night. Hopefully they have the attacker because I would like to see something. They got the Ultra Ball, which makes them get whatever attacker they want. So if it so exists in the deck that there is something that could take the knockout in one go against Archaludon, we are going to see it. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that guy doesn't work. Regigigas doesn't work. Kyurem? Really? So I guess they're just going to take the knockout on the Munkidori and put some damage on either Squawkabilly or Archaludon. Fair enough, you know? Teach their own. Seek Inspiration, Kyurem. I respect it. That's a great attack. But, dang. You know what? I just realized too. You can still have it. Yeah, it's better. No, it's better if I knock out the Slowking, I think. No, because they can't accelerate to it. Can they? They'd have to find another Slowking, I think. Interesting. Oh, okay, so Kyurem does what? 3 to the bench? Or 3 anywhere? Oh, 3 anywhere. Okay, so they just did not want to do the Archaludon. Fair enough. So now, it's like, I could Munkidori here. I could protect my Archaludon. Does that protect him? Yeah, it protects him. I'm not sure what the best play is, to be honest. I think I got to Earthen Vessel away Relicanth. Like, let's start Earthen Vesseling away some of the dead cards. Here, energy. I think we are likely to Munkidori. Just because if we Venture Bomb. I don't think Venture Bomb ever matters. Does it ever? It could be good for us. 3. Nah. No, it could. Oh, would it go in the active? No, it goes wherever. Okay, so theoretically I could Venture Bomb and start putting it on the... If I get heads, I want to put it on Xatu, yeah. So that's good. Alright. Because then later down the line with Munkidori damage, it'll be like a real thing. So here, I think I want to Munkidori more than I want to do anything else. So I can Ultra Ball here, getting rid of this guy, and I mean I could do the Fezandipiti. At this point, I don't think I mind. Also, I don't want to iron them into more cards. So I think I'm good to research here. Happy to get the Munkidori. And again, I'm just happy to take the knockout on the Slowking to keep it hot. Like, I think that's fine. I would love to get a Stadium, though. Because that would be really impactful. Academy at night for the Fezandipiti. Nah, definitely going to attach here. I don't know. As far as cleansing the damage, I'm never cleansing enough off of this guy for that to matter, I don't think. So I'll just go ahead and cleanse off of this guy. And we'll start building up that the Natu damage, or the Xatu damage. Yeah, I don't think I mind doing this. And then we research. Now we got more Venture Bombs, which is kind of wicked. But it doesn't matter at this stage. Like, there's no reason to do a Venture Bomb right now, I don't think. So we do have Boss. We do have 1 metal in the discard pile. Probably not the move to evolve into Archaludon now. Unless I want to protect that Duraludon that badly. 5, 6, 5, 2. Yeah, it's probably better in this spot, actually. So I'll go ahead and... I will assemble Alloy to him, too, I think. I I mean, obviously I'm going to assemble alloy here or here. I think I'll just assemble alloy to the active. I mean, to not the active, but that guy. Do I ever flip the script? Yeah, I think that's fine. Duraludon Watchtower. Perfect, we got the Watchtower. We could have thought, is there something we went Academy at Night? Like, we could have probably Academy at Nighted into research, like, just in case we got Iono here. And that would have been probably a great play. But the fact that we didn't is a misplay. But it's going to be fine, though. Now it's like, do we Venture Bomb? We just don't. I don't think, because it just doesn't matter. 6, 7, 8. Like, maybe, because, yeah, we will Venture Bomb, because it goes on the active if we're wrong, right? So, okay, now we're fine. Now there's no need to Venture Bomb again, because it's one Munkidori ping that does the job. So we'll just go ahead and Metal Defender, and maybe they promote the Xatu, but in that case, we would just Boss's Orders up the Slowpoke. So now I think we have them checkmated. Not 100% checkmated, but we'll just see what they are able to get going on this turn, because they do have to take a turn off. Like if they bench Slowking, sorry, if they evolve Slowking, right? Bench another Slowbro. Find the way for they could still get going, but if they take a turn off here, I'm not really concerned actually if they have an attack or not this turn. I'm not worried about that. I'm just thinking if for whatever reason that might actually be worse unless they have the whole combo. Do they have the whole combo? If they do, cool. More power to them. But like, I was just thinking if I Boss's Order, oh, they're just praying they have it. I guess they feel like they have to stay in the game in that way. But if I'm them, I think I do take, like if I'm unlikely to get into slow king and an attacker and the not artisan, but like, you know, the thing that you put on the top of your deck, Academy at Night, then I think I just take a turn off and let them kill my Kyurem, right? Because then I'd still have to take 3 prizes. Maybe they still find a cool double. Yeah, I mean, I'm good for them. I guess maybe they just have it. They just always have it. So that's cool. I'm proud of whoever built this deck. One, I'm happy that my opponent's getting lucky. And then 2, I'm proud of whoever built the deck that they put it together with the level of consistency that this is able to happen, where they're able to get multiple attackers. Oh, the Night Stretcher, that makes sense. Now I guess they just cure him again. So they are going to take, they could take the Munkidori as well, which is actually bad for me. I don't know why. You know, I think I should have not benched another Munkidori. I guess I didn't really think about me getting Kyurem again. Like, it's probably worse that I let them Kyurem me again and take the 3 prizes against the Munkidori than it is to like just have it be damage. Because the extra prize for me, I just don't know if it matters. So, crazy, they had it again. So, that makes me want to Iono them down. Like, bad, right? I'm glad that I do have the Fezandipiti. It is in range of another Kyurem, so that sucks. But I do have Turo in the deck somewhere, I think. Yeah, we probably have it. So let's just play this correctly. They don't have another. Oh, they're cooked. No, they just have to lose because they don't have another Slowpoke. Yeah, feel bad for that. Feel bad for our opponent. That sucks. I could also Night Stretcher and let's look at that. Like, all right, what's the most useless thing? Probably this metal, right? If I do the metal and I look through my deck, I'd have to find my other stretcher to get the Munkidori play off to kill this guy, which could happen. Let's Rockets Watchtower just to add insult to injury. We'll flip the script here first. Okay, we do have a Turo, which is horrible for our opponent. It was already horrible for our opponent. I'm definitely going to Turo this guy. Yeah, he hates to see it. And then we'd have to find another, and there's just no point, right? Here, let's keep ourselves from getting stuck. Earthen Vessel is a dead card. So we'll just get rid of, nothing really. In this spot, the most useless thing might be the Duraludon, actually. Actually, maybe it wouldn't, because we have to get through something. Like their deck is just cooked. But if for some reason we have to get through a Mimikyu or something like that, that I'm not expecting, then I could potentially see. No, we do have Iron Bundle too. I could potentially see it. If the last card they bench is Mimikyu, maybe we need to keep a Duraludon around, so that's fine. For now, the obvious play is the good play. For now, it's like we just attack the Slowking, and then it's literally impossible for him to get a Slowking and attack this turn. Not only because he's got so many Academy at Nights gone, but how many of those are gone? 2? Ooh, that's rough. That means he has max 2 left. And he might not even have another one, right? So he might have to like pray for the top deck. That's a shame. Now I'm starting to see why Slowking, is not a meta deck, obviously. But maybe he has a turn. Like I hope. I hope. What is that for? Is that an attack? Choose one of your opponent's active and use it as this attack. That's cool. So I guess he doesn't have to play Mew as a liability, and he can run that. That's cool, I guess. So he's just running the Clefable instead of the Mew. But that's weird. That means he never has to bench the Mew. That means he never has to start the Mew. But it's also like, why wouldn't you just have Mew? Because sometimes Mew is excellent card draw. Like, why wouldn't you just want Mew? So I'm not sure. I find it interesting that he's playing lots of different Slowpokes. I guess either because it doesn't matter or because he might want to have like the option to use different plays theoretically. But Sleep, I'd never see Sleep in the modern standard format. This Pokemon's now Sleep, heal 30 damage for it. Crazy. So our turn. If we have 2 stretchers, we have it. Maybe I should have stretchered last turn Munkidori and then Venture. Yeah, how am I gonna get? Let's see. What are we worried about? We'd hate to lose Archaludon, right? But that's the other thing. I don't know what attacks they have. Let's just do this. And then 2, actually. Nah, it's fine. Do we Pal Pad? Turo. No, I don't think I want a Pal Pad. Maybe if I want Iono. Yeah, I will actually, because I'm about to research probably. Or like I might research, right? So Iono Turo will be fine. I don't mind Ioning them to 2. Very likely here to find that. That way I can keep my other cards as well. And I think I always rather take out one of these Pokemon. But not the... See, I don't want to give them... yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Do I bring Munkidori back? And then I get my other Night Stretcher. It is in the deck, right? Let's go Munkidori. I don't think that's a mistake. Munkidori. I think the most important thing actually is just Boss Slowpoke. Like, that's the most debilitating thing we can do. Right? So that's just the play. Yeah, it's very unfortunate for our opponent that we have that play. Very unfortunate. So now, if I ever get Archaludon, Hammer in, at least I get Hammer in. Raging Hammer. This one evolved, this one died. This one gets stuck. Yeah, so if I do it, I'm trying to figure out which one is it better to have. I think it's a little bit better to have the energy attached here. Even though it's marginal. And yeah, the only play, like the most debilitating play for our opponent is just this. Unfortunately for them. And then next turn, we could always have we could find the energy attachment and all that. But this turn, we just boss. Yeah, and they're cooked. So we could Venture Bomb to do the... If we had 2 Venture Bombs, right? So let's see. How many do we have? 2. Okay, no, so we're out of Venture Bomb. So there's no point in Venture Bombing. It's all about the Munkidori. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, there's a lot of good attacks in the game. I guess they want the deck to be considered. Maybe this is the highest win rate way to play the deck, is to play it with like heavy Kyurem emphasis. Obviously, it's a ridiculously good attack. With 2 attacks, you kill 3 support Pokemon, you win the game instantly. So that's cool. Like, if you have like Mew, Fez, Squawkabilly, like Kyurem, you just win. Or you have like, Fez, Squawkabilly, Kyurem, you kill You know, Monkey, it's a great attack. So I get that. But I'm surprised they don't play anything that's like one-shot active, right? Like, there's a lot of that. Why wouldn't that be? Why wouldn't that be? They play this. This is one-shot active. That's cool. I guess you're more likely to need one-shot active against a stage 2. And the stage 2s right now are Terras except for Grimmsnarl. So, and Grimmsnarl plays a lot of Munkidoris, and Kyurem kills 3 Munkidoris. So that's probably pretty good. I wonder if you guys hear this. I'm about to touch the microphone. Wonder if you guys heard that. 12 cards in hand. Oh my god, that scared me for a second because I saw them accelerating the Fezandipiti, and I was like, oh, I didn't consider that because I hadn't. But yeah, it's just not going to take 2 prizes. So I think it'd be impossible for them to find a way to take. So they'd have to prevent me from taking prizes. So it'd be all about disruption from, like, it'd have to be disruption or trapping. And luckily we can't get trapped. Luckily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have no Metal Energy accessible anymore unless we use Metal Defender. And no, actually, you know, if they bust up the Munkidori, we get trapped. And then we have to find Turo. But we kept the Turo, so we're good. Turo's in the deck, so we're fine. Because we Pal Padded him back in. So that does keep us unstuck. So that's a good reason to, you know, keep Turo. I'm going to look through my deck just to make sure before I throw the game away that I'm not throwing the game away. So let's go ahead and make sure we have Turo, and I'd like to see a Night Stretcher. Yeah, okay. So we have Turo, so we're going to pull him out. And then now I know that when we Professor's Research, let's actually make it more likely. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, okay, now it's guaranteed. Because then we get the Night Stretcher, we KO this, we take 2 prize cards. Cool. So even though we're going to run all, this is going to be, you guys are going to love this. Even though we run all, let's do a Venture Bomb just for fun. Flip a coin. It's literally pointless, but it's cool. Why not? Excellent. And then we'll go ahead and Professor's Research our entire hand away. Cool thing about that is that we lose next turn if we don't win. But we do win because we get the Night Stretcher, we get the Darkness Energy, we attach the Munkidori, we Adrenabrain, and that cool play that we set up earlier comes to fruition. And we're able to assemble Alloy for the last prize card against the Kyurem to take the knockout, to take the victory, to close out the YouTube video 2-0, Archaludon, into some janky decks, to be fair. But it was still excellent. I had a lot of fun. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you.